Hi guys, so this video is for young guys. I mean guys who are below 30. There's a young guy I know who I know is struggling financially, has a job. He's not paying. The job is okay. It's paying him like 30k. At my time, during my time, several years ago, when I was single and I was being paid 30k, I could survive very well with 30k because I was in a house of the rent was about 2k, and my needs were very minimal. I don't party, I don't go out. With that money, I was able to support my mother. I was able to do some certifications that increased my value, and I got promoted and so on. But so this guy is living in a house. He's paying about 5k, and he is not very proud of the place that he lives in, so he cannot even invite girls, and he's only surviving on his salary. He has to pay back black tax, supporting relatives and so on. So the first place I started, I wanted to help this guy, so I asked him, how do you spend your weekends? So he told me, by the way, weekend to me ulala namka kama 2-3 hivi, naenda nanunua breakfast, alafu nacheza pool kwa na club ingine hapo karibu, hata na relax tu. And I think many people who are broke, this is how they waste their time. This is not even spending them, this is wasting time. We normally say that if you don't invest your time, if you spend your time, you're not going to be able to improve your financial situation. So we normally say time is money. When you're young and when you're broke, what you have in plenty is time. So you need to convert this time into money. How do you do this? Spend your time improving your value. You improve your value as a man by gaining a valuable skill. You could learn graphic design, you could learn photography, you could learn coding. You could learn anything. If you have a laptop or even if you have a phone now, a lot of knowledge is now online. You have to apply your brains. You were taken to college or campus maybe by your parents. They sacrificed this money. It took time. It took 4 years. It took 3 years. Why don't you also take some time and learn some valuable skill? It is not a waste of time, and that is how you increase your value. Once you start making money, you can then have capital for starting a business. You can then start working smart. You cannot work smart when you're still broke. Sorry about the noise, I'm near a road. So this is the most important thing that guys need to remember. Outside of getting a valuable skill outside your work situation, you can also increase your value in the workplace by being proactive, by increasing your certification. There's somebody I'm waiting for, so I'm looking around for him. He's a bit late. Increase your value at the workplace, get more certificates, get an additional degree, become more proficient in what you do. Then you can gain a promotion. So outside of that, of course, for me, I would encourage you to focus more on increasing your value so that you can start your business, because when you start your business, you're in control of your life. When you're still employed, you never know when you can be fired. You have to do what your boss says. You're not in control or in charge of your life. So that's what I'd advise guys to do. Time is money. How you spend your time determines who you become. For example, a lot of guys spend a lot of time now watching European Premier League football. They're really experts as who is being transferred at how much money, who should be placed at the midfield, who should be at the bench, and so on. They are very expert commentators because that's what they spend their time doing. Someone who spends their time watching boxing is going to be very good at analyzing the boxing fights, who is going to win, and so on. They can even predict. If you spend your time writing like I did, you become a writer. You spend your time doing graphic design, you become a graphic designer. So what are you going to become? How are you going to spend your time? So pick something valuable, spend your time doing it, attain world-class mastery. Don't be a mediocre guy, don't be average in what you do. Whatever you pick to do, become an expert, and that's how you make your money. That's how you change your life. Nobody starts at the top. Nowadays, when I tell guys, I was once living in a house in Mathare North where We had a communal bathroom and toilet. They don't believe it. They think I'm joking. But most people, unless you're a trust fund kid or you are from a rich family, most people start from the bottom. But you have to be intentional, because there are people who start at the bottom and stay there at the bottom. So you have to decide what you want. If you're very comfortable living in a house of 2K or 3K, one-roomed house, communal toilet, rats running in the corridor, that's fine. You can also decide. But if you want to have a better life where you're in control of your life, where you're able to take a girl for a date, you're able to live in a place you're proud of, you can buy what you want, you know, you can drive a car that you want, you can have clothes that you want, then you need to be intentional. Everyone has a potential. Identify what your talents are, identify what your purpose is, and start committing to it early in life. As for me, I started a bit late, but when I started, I went beast mode, and so the returns came much faster. But if you start early, that is better, because oftentimes also there's a trial and error involved. You can think you like something, but once you start doing it, you realize it's not what you like, it's not for you, or you cannot be that good at it. For me, for example, my 7th book is the one that became a Nairobi bestseller, that is Unplugged, and that is what really made my writing journey become profitable. It changed the whole dynamic of it. And when you're doing something also, you have to realize, even when you cannot visualize or understand it, you have to understand that when you start something, what it ends up being is hardly what you think it's going to be. For example, when I started writing, I wanted to write books of fiction, and I was writing books of fiction. They were okay, they were not very bad, but I was really intentional about becoming a very good writer of fiction. Then I came across masculinity stuff. But when I wrote a book about masculinity, I brought to bear all my strengths in narrating stories into the book I was writing about masculinity. And rather than just becoming an author now, and rather than just selling books to people, I sell it now on many platforms, at Nuria, at Amazon.com, at Textbook Center, and then also I'm now a speaker. I'm paid for speaking engagements. I'm paid for coaching. I'm coaching guys. I'm also I'm a problem solver for guys who have challenges in life and in relationships and in business and so on. So the important thing is apply yourself. Before you apply yourself, you will never know who you can be or what your work is going to turn out to be. Anything can have a lot of application. Just like a knife can be used to cut, it can be used to stab, it can be used for so many things. So the important thing as a man, be out there, be busy creating, be busy building, be busy working on yourself to become different, create an identity for yourself, be known for something. Don't just be a guy who fits into a crowd. Be known for something. And how you're going to be known for something is exactly how you spend your time. So choose how you're going to spend your time. That will determine what you're known for, and that will determine how productive or valuable you're going to be. Okay? So I'll see you on the next one.